Hello and welcome everyone today, and thank you, Amy. I am a mindfulness-based stress reduction teacher, and the Qigong that we're doing today is part of that program. Qigong has several paths. It's an ancient Chinese practice, but there is a spiritual path, a health path, and a martial arts path. We are doing the health path, energizing energy. And in the MBSR program, we use the Qigong as a mindfulness practice. Mindfulness is the non-judgmental awareness of thoughts, emotions, body sensations, and our interrelationship with the rest of the world. So you have a little flavor of mindfulness during the Qigong. Qigong, on the in-breath, we usually go up. On the out breath, we come down. We link the breath with the body movement, dropping below the busyness of the mind into body awareness. So let's get started. After the Qigong, we'll do a meditation. Today we'll be doing mountain meditation. So just for a moment, standing in what we call mountain pose, connecting the feet with earth, feeling the balance and the strength in the body. And then let's do some gentle movements. These Qigong movements are gentle movements. We don't need to strive to achieve any particular outcome. If something doesn't feel right, just pull back a little bit. We don't want to cause muscle strain. And if in the balancing poses there's a feeling of imbalance, you might want to have a chair close by to catch yourself. We bring that to a stop, and we're going to bring the hands up on in-breath, coming down on the out-breath. This is called raising the qi, raising the energy. In-breath is energizing. Out-breath, we release what is no longer needed. And that's the way it is in the body. Oxygen is delivered on in-breath. Out-breath, the waste products of metabolism leave from the cells out through the blood and out through the lungs. In-breath, energizing. Out-breath, releasing. And then we're going to bring the hands up and out, coming down on the out-breath, going up on the in-breath, opening as wide as you can. This is called opening the heart to what is. And sometimes we may not like what is, but we can hold it in awareness. Yes, this is what's happening now. One more. And then we're going to bring the hands together, bending forward just as far as is comfortable, coming up on the in-breath, separating the hands, coming down on the out-breath. This is called separating the clouds. And to me, this movement speaks of discernment, sorting out what we need to pay attention to and what we can let go of. Breathing in, breathing out. And let's do one more. And then we're going to bring both hands up, coming down on the out breath, bending the knees if you like, coming up on in breath, rowing across the big lake, uncertain of what's on the other side, but staying the course. And so it is in times of uncertainty that we might notice there are other travelers going, facing uncertainty. And then we'll do one more. And then bringing the hand up, let it float to the back. Let it come forward and down on the out breath. Breathing in as it comes up, breathing out as you go down. This one is called floating silk, and it's a very gentle movement. No rush on this one. Here we go, moving forward and down. You might feel the air against the hand. Feel the body turning, coming down. Let's do one more each side. And then we're going to bring the hand up again. Let it drop across the body, come up, palm facing ceiling, turning down, coming down on the out breath. Other side, breathing in as you go up, breathing out as you come down. This is called raising the sun. Sun energy is like the sympathetic branch of the nervous system, energizing, helps to get us going. At the extreme is the fight or flight response, but midway is the excitement that we feel with a football game, a baseball game, or a scary movie. And then when it's done, we go into the relaxation response. We're going to bring both arms up now, gazing through the hands. This is called gazing at the moon. And this is similar to the relaxation branch called the parasympathetic branch of the nervous system. After the excitement, we go automatically into the relaxation. That is, unless the mind is worried about something or ruminating, we might stay in the excitement phase. Then coming back to center now. Hand comes up in front of the body. We're going to push out, turn the hand, draw it back. Other side, pushing out as you breathe out. Draw it back in as you breathe in. This is called lotus leaves rustling in the wind. Breathing out. Breathing in as you come back in. And while you're doing these exercises, you might notice that the mind is wandering. When you notice that the mind has wandered, that is actually mindfulness. That is the awareness of what the mind is doing. When you notice, gently and with kindness, bring the focus back to the breath and the body again. One more. Coming back to center. We're going to bring the hands up in front of the face, turning to the side. Exchange hands on the in-breath, going across on the out-breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Hands waving like clouds. And so we have thoughts moving through the mind like clouds in the sky. Always thoughts passing through. And let's do one more each side. And then coming back to center, dropping the hands. Put one foot in front of the other, bending forward. We're going to scoop the ocean and look at the sky. Hands turn down, come down on the out breath. Other side, breathing in as you go up, breathing out as you come down. So when we are tired, looking up at the sky can be very energizing. Looking down can help us to calm the body. Breathing in, breathing out. One more. And then bringing one foot forward, hands come up, pushing out, and then drawing back on the in-breath, pushing out on the out-breath. This is called pushing the waves. Being in the flow of the moment, being in the flow of these gentle waves. Easy, no rush. Just slow, present moment awareness. Then we're going to change feet. Breathing out as you go out, breathing in as you come back in. Being in the flow of the moment, here, now. Dropping into the body, the breath, and the movement. And one more. Coming back to center, bring the feet shoulder width apart. Hand comes up in a fist. You're going to push it out. Turn the hand, draw it back. Other side, pushing out on the out breath, drawing in on the in breath. Feel the strength of the movement. This is called dragon emerging from the sea. The balance, the strength in the body. It's as if announcing, here I am, fully present in my own life, taking a stand in my own life. Here, now. One more each side. Coming back to center now. We're going to bring one foot forward, hands on chest, rocking back, opening up on the in-breath, coming back on the out-breath. Expanding that spacious awareness, and then coming back to rest. Balancing the outer and the inner. This one is called Dove Spreads Its Wings. I have been seeing a lot of mourning doves recently. They are such sweet birds. And then we're going to change feet. Rocking back, opening up, and then rocking forward, coming back home. Expanding, exploring with curiosity, and coming back to rest. Let's do one more. Big, wide open, and back home again. Then releasing. Going to get ready to fly like an eagle. Bring the hands up on the in-breath. Coming back down on the out-breath. And if you like, bending the knees slightly. Breathing in as you come up. Breathing out as you go down. Gliding across the sky. Over the houses and the lakes and the trees. Becoming part of that great expanse of sky. Flying freely. And then we're going to do one more. Then coming back to center. We're going to move into the balancing movements, raising one hand up and the opposite knee. And you may find a little wiggle in the ankle. This is an area where we find our balance in the ankle. I'm feeling a little wiggle today. Coming down on the out breath, going up on the in breath. Sometimes it helps to focus on a spot in front of you on the floor. I'm feeling that wiggle today. And this is a good thing. When you feel the wiggle, you are strengthening that balance, the sense of proprioception, awareness of body and space. Always good to work on balance. Coming down on the out breath, going up on the in breath. And coming back down now. Leaving the feet shoulder width apart. We're going to make a circle. You might make a small circle if you have shoulder issues, or a big circle if you like. Breathing in as you go up, breathing out as you come down. This is called Windmill in the Breeze. Feeling the body sway. Feel the breath coming in and going out. And then we're going to change directions. Breathing in as you go up, breathing out as you come down. No rush. This is a gentle breeze. And one more. Going to check my time. Always want to stay on time. So the next one is we're going to bring the hands up to the top of the chest, coming down on the out breath. Breathing in, breathing out, gathering the fragrance of the earth. And if you'd like, you can turn your hands palms up and then change directions when you get to the top, coming back down on the out breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Gathering the fragrance of the earth. One more. And then bringing the hands to the area below the belly button. This is called the dantian, center of balance and energy. We gather up all that energy, and we're going to mix it with the ancient qi, the old energy, by massaging the low back and mixing it with the new energy that we have created. Yes, lots of energy. And then we bring that to a stop. We're going up to heart center and gather some heart energy. And we can do this by perhaps recalling the tenderness felt when you see the face of a baby or a child smiling, loved one smiling, or a face of a pet, or a scene in nature that fills the heart with awe and wonder. So we gather up that heart energy, and we're going to move into the phrases for well-being, for self and others and all beings everywhere. This is an abbreviated loving kindness practice. So first we'll bring to mind the vision of yourself as you would see yourself in the mirror, or just the sense of your whole being, or as you would see yourself as a child, whatever works for you, bringing this image of yourself to your mind's eye, or just the sense of self. And then we'll say the phrases. You may say them after me. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live in peace. And then bringing to mind someone perhaps that you care about, loved one, family member, or the whole family. You could bring to mind someone who is neutral, that you see every day, but don't have an acquaintance with, but perhaps would like to know them better, or to someone who you've had disagreement with and would like to mend fences. You might also bring wishes out to groups of people who are suffering from illness or economic deprivation or injustice, or perhaps those who are suffering from war, the devastation of war. So bringing your person or persons or group to mind, and we'll say the wishes again. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live in peace. And then we're going to expand our wishes out as far as you would like, perhaps to the ends of the earth. And we're going to say the phrases again. This might include people as well as animals. May all beings everywhere be safe. May all beings everywhere be happy. May all beings everywhere be healthy. May all beings everywhere live in peace. And so we bring the Qigong session to an end with the right hand as a fist the sun, the left hand open and receiving the moon. Right hand is like our energizing aspect of the body. The sympathetic left hand, like the relaxation response, the parasympathetic. So we bring them together to rebalance and end the Qigong. Yes. I was just checking the time. Sometimes I go over, and I wanted to save some time for our meditation. I know that some of you will be leaving after the Qigong, and thank you for participating today. And for the rest of you that are staying, I would like to begin the meditation portion with a brief exercise for helping to rebalance the nervous system. And this practice is something that you can do throughout the day when you need to rebalance. And so we just take a moment now to hold in awareness whatever is happening in the moment. The thoughts, perhaps the emotions arising, the sensations of the body, and the awareness of the environment. Holding in awareness what is happening now in this present moment. And then we're going to center along the midline of the body, breathing in, going up, breathing out, coming down along the spine. Taking a very deep breath in now and holding. Slowly release. Feel the ease at the end of the out breath. Breathe normally for a few moments. And when you're ready, take that deep breath in and hold it. Slowly release. Feel the ease, feel the release through the whole body. And breathe normally for a moment. We'll do it one more time. Take that deep breath in, hold it, and slowly release. Feel the ease at the end of the out breath and the release through the whole body down to the bottom of the feet. And then we're going to open up again, expanding awareness, taking in all that is present in the moment. I hope that was helpful. It's a practice that can change the neural pathways of the body and the mind to reduce reactivity. And now we're going to move into the meditation. Today we're going to do the mountain meditation. And I will have you sit in an upright posture, the spine erect. And you might rest the hands in lap, bring the shoulders down. Gently close the eyes or gaze at a spot in front of you on the floor, whatever works. And then listen for the sound of the bell to draw attention inward. Ooh, let me try that again. There. Settling in for just a moment. Set the intention to remain wakeful and fully present. Bringing the focus to the breath, the natural flow of the breath in and out of the body. Observe the body as it breathes in stillness and wholeness. Then bring to mind a mountain, majestic, snow-topped, lofty peak in the sky, solid base on earth, massive, unmoving, with gently sloping or steep spires, perhaps pines at the lower slopes. Bring the image of the mountain into your body. Your head is the peak, your shoulders and arms the sides, your buttocks and legs the solid base rooted to the chair. Experience in your body a sense of uplift from the base of the mountain up through the spine. Become a breathing mountain. With each breath, unwavering in stillness and unmoving presence. The sun travels each day across the sky. There is light, shadows, and colors changing moment to moment. The mountain just sits in stillness. Night follows day and day follows night. Seasons flow into each other, and weather changes moment by moment, day by day. Calmness abiding all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain, except maybe at the peaks. In fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant colors. In winter, a blanket of snow or ice. In any season, it may change. Fogs, clouds, pelting sleet or rain. People may come to see the mountain and go away if they can't see it clearly through the fog. Through all this, sun or cloud, sweltering heat, freezing cold, the mountain just sits solid and unwavering. At times, there are violent storms, snow, rain, and wind of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain just sits, unmoved by what is happening on the surface. As we sit, holding this image in our minds, we can embody the same unwavering stillness and rootedness in the face of everything that changes in our lives. We experience the constantly changing nature of mind and body and all the changes in the outer world. We experience our own periods of light and dark. We experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our minds. We endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as moments of joy, like passing weather. Even our appearance changes constantly, like the mountains experiencing the weathering of its own. By becoming the mountain in our mind, we can touch these qualities of strength and stability, adopting them as our own. We can use its energy to support our effort to encounter each moment with awareness. It may help to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, all are things that happen to us, are much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it personally. But like the weather, it is impersonal. In holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and wisdom that we may not have thought possible right here within the storms. Mountains have this to teach us if we hold the image in awareness. Continue with the mountain visualization, or go back to the breath for the next few moments until the bell rings. Sensing the in-breath and the out-breath. Being in the flow of the breath, fully present in the moment. here, now. The breath is used in meditation, but in many practices of mindfulness that allow us to become centered and grounded and fully present in the moment. So taking a pause throughout the day to go to the breath, feeling the in-breath and the out-breath, and sensing the whole body, breathing through the body. And we might even imagine an opening at the top of the head, like the blowhole of a whale, and that we can breathe through that opening into the whole body, breathing into the whole body out to the edges of body awareness, the skin envelope. Breathing through the whole body, and on the out breath, allow the body to release, to relax. Taking that deep breath in, and on the out breath, feel the ease, feel the release, as if melting into the chair. An easy practice to do if you can remember it. And I think that is the hard part, is remembering to pause, to go to the breath, to feel the ease at the end of the out breath, to feel the release through the whole body. When we do that, we move ourselves into the relaxation response. It's the parasympathetic branch of the nervous system. This is particularly helpful when there's a stressful day and you feel that there's tension in the body. When we do that big out breath, it releases the tension, but also we can begin to feel the muscles release. You might notice the release of the shoulders, the release of any tightness in the chest, the arms, the hands, the back of the neck as well. So it's a good practice to do on a regular basis if you can remember. I would like to, I didn't start with a quote, but I'd like to end with a poem. This is called Love After Love by Derek Walcott. The time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror. And each will smile at the other's welcome and stay, sit here, eat. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself, to the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your own image from the mirror. Sit, feast on your life. That was entitled Love After Love by Derek Walcott. It is one of the poems that we use in the MBSR program. If you're interested in the MBSR, mindfulness-based stress reduction, there are classes 4 times a year. It is an 8-week class, and it helps to rebalance the nervous system, manage stress, decrease reactivity, and increase responsiveness. There's a lot of really good research on the program in helping with anxiety, depression, pain management, but also focus and concentration. We see improvement in some of the chronic illnesses and even blood pressure. Some of the research going on is looking at the cardiac outcomes for folks taking the mindfulness-based stress reduction program. If you're at all interested, the information is online, and you can check it out. So we have some time for questions.
If anyone would like to put questions in the Q&A icon, feel free to do so.
I missed the question that just came up. It went pretty fast.
Oh, there was a comment about the bell sound.
But there was also a question. Okay, here. I'm sorry, I must have missed it.
And I will share the links right now for well-being points for everyone. All right, couple questions just came in, Susan. Someone is just asking what the first starting movement was that you started today.
The raising of the hands. That is called raising the chi. The arm movement was just warming up the body, lubricating the joints, perhaps.
Another question, are there specific meditations for really bad weather days? I know we're experiencing a lot of that in Minnesota right now.
Well, yes, I understand that. The body scan meditation, I think, is one of the best for that. It helps to release the tension in the muscles, and it can help reduce not just the strain in the body, but the anxiety sometimes that comes along with it's going to be a bad day for the joints and the muscles. So the body scan meditation, I think, is a very good one for that. And you can find the body scan on YouTube, as well as the university's site of for meditation, z.umn.edu /meditations. It's on there.
Yeah, and we do have more resources that will come out with the post webinar email that will have more Qigong information on it as well. Another question is there an optimal time to practice mindfulness each day?
Well, the time that you can do it is the best time. Some people have more energy in the morning. Some people have more energy in the afternoon or evening. It's the time that you're going to be most wakeful and alert, and to be able to hold your focus on the breath or your object of meditation, whatever that might be.
All right, lots of great questions coming in. This one says, I find it difficult to sit still for meditation, but I love Qigong because it slows me down while still moving. Do you have any tips for building my capacity, to stay focused on meditations?
Practice, yes. Try short amount of time to begin your practice, maybe 5 minutes of stillness. And it's important not to fight with yourself as you are doing your meditation. Mindfulness is an all-inclusive practice. So we want to not just be aware of the breath, but what is arising in the moment. And that might be restlessness. Ooh, look at this restlessness that's arising. Holding it in awareness, breathing through. A lot of the physical sensations have a peak and come down slowly. So you may notice that your restlessness changes as you sit and observe it. But include the restlessness in your practice because that's important. All the stuff that is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, we include in the meditation, the awareness.
All right, a couple more here. This is kind of an all-encompassing question about loving kindness in relation to difficult people, difficult situations, kind of the empathy we feel for people around the world. Can you just share a little bit more about using loving kindness in relation to kind of these difficult feelings?
I think it's a wonderful practice to use if you have some problem relationships that you are experiencing, sending out wishes for well-being to others. We don't always know if it actually impacts the other, but the research is showing that those feelings of perhaps resentment or animosity or anger, the practice helps to dilute the intensity of these emotions, to be able to be with them. And so practicing loving kindness. I do my loving kindness practice before meditation every day, and it helps me to settle in. I send wishes out for everyone I can think of, but especially now in the time of difficulty, the poor Ukrainian folks are suffering. When we open up our hearts to sending wishes out to others, at some time there may be an opportunity that comes where we can be helpful. If we close up and say, oh no, I can't, I don't want to watch this, I can't stand this, then we're not going to be able to see when that opportunity arises. So we want to open up and in bringing our wishes out to others.
Thank you, Susan. This question is there more than one type of Qigong?
Oh, yes. As I said in the beginning, many paths of Qigong, and some are spiritual, some are health related, and there is a martial arts. I also teach a different type of Qigong called Peldan Gum. And this is very similar, but it's 8 movements, and it is movements for empowering, something like a dragon emerging from the sea, the centering and grounding and feeling fully present.
All right, we'll just do one last question. It's kind of a 2-in-1. Any recommendations for daily Qigong practice? And then what's a good time, like a good amount of time to practice each day?
Well, the one that we did usually takes about 30 minutes. And this is, I think this video will be available to others online. Is that correct, Amy?
Yes, we did record the movement today. And we will let everyone know when that is available on our website. We do have a couple videos right now that you can access.
That's
but
right.
hopefully we'll add this one. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Marianne has one that is already available. So, yes.
Right. Well, we'll just leave this on for another 2 minutes. If anyone has any questions. Lots of gratitude is coming in through the chat as well, Susan. Thank you for today.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate, I can't always catch the notes, so I appreciate your being able to do that. And again, if anybody's interested in the mindfulness-based stress reduction program, we are having many opportunities throughout the year. This Qigong that is done in the MBSR program, as well as many different mindfulness practices and meditation.
Someone just asked how to spell the name of Qigong. And I think there's a few different variations if you want to answer that question.
Yes, it is. I typically will spell it Q-I space Gong, G-O-N-G. But sometimes the Qi part is spelled C-H-I. And then there is another spelling that spells it G-U-N-G rather than the Gong. So I think there's probably more than that.
Wonderful. All right. And the poem that you read, that will be in the post-webinar email, correct, Susan?
Oh, well, I can send it to you so you can post it.
Yes. All right. Why don't you do that? And it will be in the email for everyone.
It's also in the MBSR workbook on page 59.
Perfect. All right, everyone. Well, it is 1 o'clock. And so we will end our session for today.
Thank you all for joining us, and wishing you all kinds of good health and well-being.
Thank you, Susan.